Dave Portnoy's meltdown about the Raiders-Broncos game, and as a gambler myself, I can relate to what Dave Portnoy is going through. I want to replay, just for anybody that's either joined us late or picked us up here at the Steve. Let's play SOT number 3, where Portnoy walks you through with the TV in the back of what happened here with the Raiders and the Broncos. Play the clip.
We need this entire segment investigated by the NFL. 3rd and 3, there's 24 seconds. The spread is Denver minus 8.5. They were up 24-7, by the way, with like 2 minutes to go. He spikes the ball. Why are you spiking the ball with 16 seconds in a 10-point game is beyond me. The game is over. I don't know that I've ever seen a spike in that situation, but we're just starting. The receiver grabbed him. Watch this. Watch this play again.
At the top of your screen.
I agree with Dave. I mean, that is absolutely disgusting, and it makes no sense. Can you defend any of this?
Well, hold on. First of all, guy, I cover fight still. I want to see Portnoy against Pete Carroll. Put that underneath Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua next Friday, the 19th. I'm kind of curious to see. I mean, Pete's a little old, but he's a spry old guy chewing that gum real fast. Jason, I have nothing against gambling. I believe people who are adults should be free to do with their money any way they want. But they also have to understand, comprehend what you are getting into. Based on the scandals that we know of from the past, from all the way to the Black Sox, right, to the New York City college basketball scandal, Boston College, Arizona State, all the stuff popping out now, understand what you are getting into and live with it. And why do they say for entertainment purposes only? Now, Portnoy is doing pretty well. I get the sense that whatever money he lost, he's going to be good. We don't have to send him a GoFundMe campaign. But there's a reason why I don't gamble. Number one, I don't know enough about it. And number two, I know what I'm getting into or not.
All points you made are great. Help me understand what a referee in that final 4 or 5 seconds in a double-digit game isn't just trying to get to the locker room and end the game. We've seen seconds run off the clock. Everybody knows it's over, and they just kind of let it go. And for this ref throws a flag when he had the choice of just jogging into the locker room, it does make you think, like, who told him to do that?
Based on everything we know and that has transpired with Chauncey Billups, and you see college players catching go routes wide open by stepping out of bounds.
Buffalo game, yeah. Buffalo college game.
If you're going to gamble, understand this may not be on the up and up. Honestly, it's like gambling on a WWE match. Who's going to win, Andre the Giant or Hulk Hogan? Okay, I'm dating myself, but that's the last two guys I remember. Well, I understand one thing. There's a script. So basically, you have to come to the realization, Whitlock, which script am I betting on? Which option? If you understand that, and you should be good with any result. There's just too much evidence, a preponderance of it, that lets me know that, you know what? These games, they're okay. I think most of them are on the up and up, but you'd have to be naive or just plain dumb to think that all of them are.
Isaiah Likely, the catch that wasn't the catch.
Terrible
Your
call.
thoughts?
Terrible call. He caught the ball, crossed the goal line, 1-2. I thought he got the third step in. And I get it. He didn't show the strongest hand. Like, you got to secure it, but he was kind of being jostled. If that play happened at the 35-yard line, I think that's a fumble. I mean, that's all part of the Calvin Johnson rule. You have to survive the ground and you have to complete the catch. Jason, in my view, once you cross the goal line, you take 2 steps and you may have gotten a third. That play's dead. It's over. I thought it was a touchdown just watching it.
It was a touchdown. I don't understand. The NFL seems to love this type of controversy. What do you think of the other? I mean, there were 3 major calls in that game that all went against Baltimore. Aaron Rodgers being given that catch and knee to the ground. the long snapper getting rough when he didn't get roughed. You can still touch the long snapper as long as you don't go to his head or do something, trying to injure him. 3 major calls in that game, all against the Ravens that, cost them points.
Well,
what do you think just the refereeing in that game?
Well, we're refereeing in any game, but I thought the Rodgers call, I thought it was like a dual possession. Rodgers had his knee down. I actually thought that was the correct call, believe it or not. Yeah.
All right.
That's just my view.
All right. Well, nothing. You can have that opinion. I thought it was horrible, dog doodle. But I'm gonna move on to Lamar Jackson. Well, I'm gonna just stay in this game with Lamar Jackson. I make the argument that we actually need to put some respect on Lamar's name rather than write him off. He is having a bad season. This is going to go on his resume. But rather than say, hey, look, he's hit the wall, it's over, why can't we say, man, he's gutting out an injury-riddled season and doing the best that he can, and hat tip and hold our powder as it relates to Lamar Jackson's falling off a cliff?
Yeah, I think it's a little disrespectful, some of the things I've been hearing. This man has multiple MVPs with an argument to have another 1 or 2 in his trophy case. I'm not privy to how his body feels. I don't get the medical reports for the Ravens at this moment. I get the sense he's, like you said, gutting it out. He's obviously not healthy, but his play has tailed off. So the question then becomes, is he now in his descent or is he just in a slump given his physical condition? But also, Jason, it's been a long time since the Steelers put up any real points on anybody. And when you give up close to 30 at home to that version of the Steelers, it's not all Lamar. There are 2 sides of the football, or really 3 with every football team.
You mentioned the Steeler half of this, and I do want to get a point in or two about this. Aaron Rodgers, basically, hey, how you like Coach Tomlin now? Or we've quieted our critics. I think he's doing a little too much here. They got very, very lucky. I don't know what this game said about Mike Tomlin and the Steelers and the Aaron Rodgers experiment, but this thing's, in my view, they should have lost this game, and Aaron Rodgers probably should pipe down a little bit.
They're 7-6. They're 7-6. This is what frustrates a lot of the Steeler fan base, is that, and I'm a big Rodgers fan, and I get it. He's trying to stick up for this new coach. He doesn't want to lose the locker room as the supposed leader. You're 7-6. You're not 10-3 here. And this is the abyss of mediocrity that the Steeler fans have been trapped in, and many of them are now speaking out. I actually think a lot of them are intelligent to realize, okay, would you take a couple of 3 and 4, maybe 5-win seasons to actually build up and go with a higher ceiling down the line? I think many of them would. Jason, think about it. The last time they won a Super Bowl, wasn't it Mike Tomlin's second year in 2008, right?
Yeah.
The last time they went to a Super Bowl, I think, was the 2010 season where they lost to Aaron Rodgers in a very good Super Bowl. That is now 15 years. I have a theory about coaches at any level, college or pro, and teams. When you win a national title, you get a buffer. You get a grace period of about 3 to 5 years, unless you're in Philadelphia. But for the most part, you could live off that Super Bowl for a while with a championship, and people are like, man, that was still good. Jason, once you start to get to a decade plus, it's over. The expiration date passes real quickly on that, and so does the patience. It gets really thin.